Hi guys, welcome to Football My Cocks, and today I'll be doing my WWE Hell in a Cell 2020 predictions. So this year there's been 5 matches announced so far at Hell in a Cell. And yeah, there's a few matches. There's about one that I don't really care, one or two that I don't really care about. The other 3, well, actually, there's normally 2 Hell in a Cell matches a year at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, but this year we're getting lucky. We're getting 3 Hell in a Cell matches, and I cannot wait. Obviously, Hell in a Cell is on the 25th of October 2020, what is tomorrow night, and I'm looking forward to that, and yeah, I cannot wait to watch it, and it's going to be great. So yeah, let's just go through the predictions. The matches that could happen, some matches might get added to the show, like a kickoff show match, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe the US Championship might be on the line. Bobby Lashley defended against Ricochet. Yeah, maybe Bobby Lashley, Ricochet. Yeah, all right, Matt. But I think if that match would happen, it would be Bobby Lashley that would win. So yeah, just saying. So moving on, then we have the first match, the last match that was announced, what was announced on SmackDown, is that the Money in the Bank briefcase is on the line. Otis, Mr. Money in the Bank, defending his Money in the Bank briefcase against The Miz. I just don't care. I don't care. It's going to be Otis, isn't it? I just do not care. I just don't like how WWE have forgotten about the Money in the Bank briefcase. Otis hasn't even tried to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase on he didn't try it on Braun Strowman. He didn't try it on The Fiend, and he hasn't even tried on Roman Reigns yet. And I don't think Otis is ready to be champion. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just him as Universal Champion. I don't know. I can see The Miz. No, I'm going to go for Otis. I'm going to go for Otis to beat The Miz and retain his Money in the Bank briefcase. So moving on to a match that is just going to be alright. Jeff Hardy versus the returning Elias. It needs to be Elias. I want Elias to win this. Obviously, Elias recently returned. Obviously, Elias did get ran over by Jeff Hardy back a few months ago. I think he got run over by Jeff Hardy, and then Elias came back, got his cut of payback, and destroyed Jeff Hardy with a guitar. And yeah, I feel like Elias will win. It's just no points. If he loses, like, obviously, Elias comes back, let's just let him lose to Jeff Hardy. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. I hope WWE do push Elias really, really well at some point in the future. Elias is definitely a future United States Intercontinental Champion. Definitely, and I agree with that, and I hope he does. But yeah, I'm going for Elias to beat Jeff Hardy. So moving on for the SmackDown Women's Championship. The first Hell in a Cell match we're going to be talking about is Bayley versus Sasha Banks. About a few months ago, Bayley attacked Sasha Banks after they lost the Women's Tag Team Championships from Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Oh, well, it was after Payback. It was after Payback, where Bayley turned heel on Sasha Banks and putting a chair between her neck and then stamping on it. Yeah, but Sasha, to be honest, I'm sorry, but I think it's too early. I think it's too early to put the belt on Sasha. I think they're going to have this feud go on a bit longer. To be honest, I think they're going to have this feud to WrestleMania 37, in my opinion. And I think what is going to happen, Sasha Banks is going to lose. I'm going for Bayley for this one, But what's going to happen is Bayley is going to beat the living... Maybe Bayley could have help off someone. You never know. Someone might be under the ring, help Bayley win. Anyone can interfere. Or we have a screwy finish. What we get all the time in Hell in a Cell matches for the last 2 years. We could have a screwy finish. Yeah, and I think this story will go on to WrestleMania, because I think what will happen, Bayley will win at Hell in a Cell, Sasha Banks will take a bit of time off, and then Sasha Banks returns at the Royal Rumble to win it, and then faces Bayley at WrestleMania and wins the SmackDown Women's Champion. That is what I think is going to happen, and it'll definitely make more sense and a better storyline. And I do want Bayley to win. I do want Bayley to win. But if it goes to WrestleMania, I want Sasha Banks to win. Please do that. Please. Alright, okay. But, yeah, I'm going for Bayley. Sorry about that, I had to go there quickly. So, yeah, like I said, Bayley will win the SmackDown Women's Championship, in my opinion. Too early for Sasha. I feel like they're going to keep this story going till WrestleMania. So, yeah, I'm going for Bayley for the win. So, moving on to... for the Universal Champion, the WWE Universal Championship, Roman Reigns defending the Universal Championship once again against Jey Uso. In a Hell in a Cell I Quit match. This is probably the first time ever we've had a Hell in a Cell I Quit match. Yeah, it's an alright stipulation, but can you see Roman Reigns saying I quit? No, it's going to be Roman. It's going to be Roman. It's so obvious. It's just so predictable. It's going to be Roman Reigns to retain the belt. I wonder what's going to happen though. I'm intrigued what is going to happen. I wonder how Jey Uso will bring the fight to Reigns. And I mean he'll bring the fight to Reigns. But he just won't. It won't have enough. And even if Jey Uso... Nah, hang on. Sorry. Because I wonder what Roman Reigns will do for Jey Uso to say I quit. I wonder what he's going to do. I don't know. Right, but yeah, I'm going for Roman Reigns. It's just going to be obvious. It's going to be Roman. So, moving on to probably the main event. Well, it could be Roman Reigns, Jey. It could be Bayley, Sasha. You never know. It is... Once again, the third time, they had a match at SummerSlam, they had a match at Clash of Champions, and they're having one tomorrow night at Hell in a Cell, locked inside Hell in a Cell. This is where the feud's going to end, because it's Hell in a Cell. Feuds normally end inside Hell in a Cell, and it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, once again for the WWE Championship. Obviously, there's no legends like The Big Show, Christian, Shawn Michaels to help Drew McIntyre win this time. So it's going to be harder for Drew McIntyre to beat Randy Orton. But it's going to be Drew. I feel like... Because do you know why? What's going to happen? Obviously, we have not mentioned The Fiend yet in this video. And I think what we are going to get... after this... After the Hell in a Cell, we are going to get a feud between The Fiend and Randy Orton. Yeah, I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get it. I think, obviously, The Fiend, it's The Fiend. He can magically teleport anywhere. He'll be under the ring, obviously, but he'll teleport into the cell and he'll attack Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre will win, but it'll make Drew McIntyre a bit weak, though, and it'll... Or maybe The Fiend attacks McIntyre. No, I think we're gonna have a feud between The Fiend and Randy Orton, and then The Fiend will beat Randy Orton, and then he'll go for Drew McIntyre and for the WWE Championship. I think we could see a WWE Championship reign for The Fiend at some point. maybe at the end of the year, who knows, we get Randy Orton versus The Fiend, and maybe get Randy Orton versus The Fiend, hopefully the dream match, Fiend versus Orton, hopefully we can get that, and then after The Fiend is done with Randy Orton, he's going to go for Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship, maybe at the Royal Rumble, why not, Royal Rumble, yeah, but anyway guys, thank you guys for watching, but yeah, obviously, yeah, sorry, I'm going for Drew McIntyre for the win. I'm going for McIntyre. I'm just gonna go for McIntyre. Drew McIntyre for the win. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. What's going to be your favourite match of the night? I don't know really. It's between the 3 Hell in a Cell matches, in my opinion. I don't know which one really. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and bye. Peace.